All right, so now we're going to shift focus and come across to the RS4 Pro. So the RS4 Pro, as you can see, it has a familiar look to the RS4, but it has a unique addition. William, would you like to expand on this?
So this is a global shutter camera, but there's not only just one. The crazy part of this is there's two. Wow. Which means you can now have AR stakeout and even measure points at a distance easily, maintaining Emlet's amazing EcoFlow system. You can just continue with the surveying.
So this gives us the power and simplicity of photogrammetry-based solutions for collecting points using the imagery. So if you're trying to acquire the coordinates of a point that you cannot reach with even with tilt correction and your RTK receiver, you can walk past it with AR pickup mode on, and you can then select that point out of the imagery, and it will immediately assign the coordinates for that point. And it allows you to scroll through a whole series of images so that you can confirm from different angles that you've selected the right pixel in your image.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And then the other powerful feature in terms of AR stakeout, perhaps you'd like to describe that.
It's just knowing where you're going. Imagine not just having a straight line to a point, but the AR actually showing you what is the best path to actually get to that point.
So you can see an image of the scene that you're walking towards, and overlaid on your controller on that image is the point that you're trying to stake out. So it brings a whole new level of simplicity and intuitive use to people that are seeking to stake out.
That's the truth. Stake out, next level.
Emlid, keep the surprises coming. The RS4 Pro, as we would expect, contains the new GNSS antenna, GNSS receiver, 5 times faster IMU, and whole new powerful processing board inside. But it has the same trusted 16 gigabytes of internal memory
and the same battery power.
So that means, what does that mean? Tell me more, William.
That means that this receiver has all the stuff that you really appreciated and loved with the previous gen Emlet, just at a whole new level.
Someone asked me earlier today, how long does the battery last? And I said, well, it's 16 hours on RTK. And they're like, no, when I'm using it in the field, how long does it last? And I'm like, yeah, like it's 16 hours. And they were like, what? We were expecting you to say 4 or 8 hours. And I'm like, no, it's still 16 hours, just like it used to be with the RS3.
Yeah.
Of course, it may not last quite that long if you're running the 2-watt UHF radio inside it, because that's fairly power hungry.
Yeah.
But of course, if you're just using it to log Rhinex or to log static data, it's going to run for 22 hours and deliver you hours and hours of static to coordinate and to do your PPK surveys. Really exciting stuff.
That's endless joy for every surveyor. What's even more is Emlet upgraded all the ports at the bottom, so the rubbers are not breakable. They've got clear marks, and this rubber will last longer. I don't know.
And well, I think it'll last longer than this video on YouTube.
It'll last longer than this video on YouTube.
But the other nice thing is the rubber now completely folds out of the way. So when you're inserting your LoRa or UHF antenna into the RF port on the base of the receiver, it's super easy to do that, and you don't have to struggle against the rubber flap anymore.
Exactly. And Emlet went further. There's more. Same device, I know, but there's more. So Emlet made this device repairable.
So with the increased focus on global environmental damage and the need for the world to be a more sustainable place, Emlet have put their money where their mouth is and invested in engineering to ensure that 95% of this receiver can be repaired by the authorised repair centre in the dealer network. And the consequence of that is that when your receiver is damaged, you no longer have to chuck it out and get it replaced. You can take it to your authorised repair centre, and they'll be able to do a number of those repairs for you. That means that this can last longer. It provides you with a more affordable pathway for maintaining your hardware and gives the device a much longer life, which is what we would hope for every RS4, that it finds a loving owner that takes care of it for a long time to come.
Awesome.
Now, there's other exciting news that we'll bring to you in another segment that relates to the Emlid Flow software. So stay tuned for that, and we'll do another video tomorrow.
You don't want to miss it.